All right, ladies and gentlemen, and I guess a couple of you afternoon, evening, and night drivers out there, welcome back to Music Village. And yeah, we had to make sure we had all our bases covered with the fact that certain people can't tell if it's night or day with all those clouds outside. But besides those cumulus clouds raining rain upon the skies for the day or night depending on where you live, I think it's about that time for us to go into another edition of the midweek pay-per-view. And the pay-per-view we have up to wrap up the Great American Bash from NXT, it's none other than the NXT Great American Bash Night 2 from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, with plenty of fireworks. Yeah, and I'm not kidding when I say that. Because to kick off the Great American Bash for Night 2, we start the night off with none other than Mia Yim going one-on-one against Candice LeRae in a street fight. And the second Candice LeRae would make her way to the ring, Mia Yim would side hit her, or side swipe, blindside, maestro? Yeah, blindside none other than the Poison Pixie herself and knock her out just before her entrance started. And after that would happen, Mia Yim would start to throw the toys inside the ring to try to get an upper hand against her opponent, only for Candice LeRae to try to hit Mia Yim with a cane, for that not to work, then for her to take the action to the outside of the ring next to where all the fans were, where all those chairs were sitting, for that to backfire on Candice LeRae, even though she used a fire extinguisher to try to extinguish the momentum of Mia Yim, only for Mia Yim to do a front drop kick to Candice LeRae through a table off the top of a podium. And if you think that wasn't enough, Mia Yim would take things back inside the ring despite her elbow getting lit up more times than a pinball machine with different sorts of objects that was over on that table. She would be able to take a trash can to the head of none other than Candice LeRae, put it on the top of her head, go cannonball season with it, and then would even hit her with a big boot to the face. But ultimately, this match would come to an emphatic end after Mia Yim, who had a pair of brass knuckles on her hand, would get it ripped out of her hand by Candice LeRae, and she didn't even see it, because she would still swing on Candice LeRae long enough for Candice to come back with a right hook with those brass knucks, knocking Mia Yim out on her feet and sending her into a swinging neck breaker off the top of a table on the top rope through a whole set of chairs on the ground for Candice LeRae to win this match in shocking fashion via pinfall. And the reason I say it's shocking, folks, is because even though she got attacked from behind, she still came back and won this. Incredible. Very incredible. And the next match to take place at the Great American Bash for NXT would see none other than Bronson Reed going one-on-one against the premier athlete himself, Tony Nese. And the only reason this match is going down, because we obviously forgot to mention this match last week, after apparently Tony Nese, who showed no form of sportsmanship against his opponent Leon Ruff and decided to beat him up after he had multiple chances to win the match, Bronson Reed would chase him out of the ring and would ask for this match personally and would get it for tonight. And during this match, or should I say prior to this match even beginning, Tony Nese would make fun of the physique of one Bronson Reed and would tell him he has 6 reasons why he's gonna beat Bronson Reed tonight, and would count all of his abs compared to that keg of a stomach of one Bronson Reed. But I got a feeling Tony Nese is gonna learn one day that sometimes having 6-pack abs will not help you in a fight against a man of that size. And the reason why I say that, folks, is because every offensive move that Tony Nese would try to do to Bronson Reed would come up short. Even when he tried to go off the ropes with a clothesline, bam! It felt like he ran into a bus. And to make things even better, to say that he ran into a bus is when he actually got lifted in the air by Bronson Reed for a military press slam, heading right into one of the biggest boy of sentons I've seen today. And that would take the wind right out of Tony Nese's sails, even though he was able to hit a jaw-jacker off the ropes, and even would try to take out Bronson Reed with a couple of kicks. Unfortunately, yeah, that would not be enough to eliminate him, because Bronson Reed would come back during this match and hit him with a nasty clothesline, going directly into that Superfly Thick Boy Splash for Bronson Reed to win this match via pinfall. And the next thing to take place backstage would see none other than Robert Stone trying to get the services of Shotzi Blackheart to be a part of the Robert Stone brand. For Shotzi Blackheart to call it not only a dumpster fire, but would also say that that brand is dead in the water, only for Robert Stone to throw away his coffee, water, or whatever it was in a fit, saying that you're not joining this brand is a big mistake. But in reality, the real big mistake was the fact that he threw that water, coffee, or whatever liquid substance on none other than Killian Dane. And Killian Dane would grab him by the throat, throw him into a whole bunch of boxes, only for Shotzi Blackheart to check if he's okay and run over his leg with a tape. For Robert Stone to say, I'm dying, help, call medical services, all the way into a Mountain Dew commercial break where a whole bunch of referees didn't know to lift up that Power Wheels tank off the leg of Robert Stone for him to get out of it. They were sitting there complex for minutes, all while they were advertising car insurance, which was hilarious, by the way, and Mountain Dew. What is wrong with you guys? And after that, a little bit of... oh man, I still can't get over that. After that little bit of shenanigans backstage, we would head right back into the ring with the next match of the night, which would see Johnny Gargano going one-on-one against Isaiah Swerve Scott. And I've been meaning to watch an Isaiah Swerve Scott match for the longest amount of time after hearing so many people telling me how good this guy was on 205 Live, and I would get a first-hand experience of how good this guy is. Because to kick off this match, it would be something out of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with the way that Isaiah Swerve Scott was able to counter the moves of Johnny Gargano, not only ducking and doing a back kip up to avoid a super kick, I guess doing a cartwheel to avoid a clothesline. It was nuts. Hard to call, folks, but absolutely nuts, with both of them in a standoff on the outside of the ring with the referee reaching a 6 count, only for this match to head back inside of the ring, with Johnny Gargano trying to put Isaiah Swerve Scott in a modified version of the Gargano Escape or even the Regal Stretch for Johnny Gargano to get rolled up into a pinfall for a near fall. Then Johnny Gargano would turn up the trouble during this match by hitting his nasty, straight-up slingshot spear for a near fall, and you would even see Isaiah Swerve Scott doing a rolling flatliner for a near fall. And even see Isaiah Swerve Scott doing a cool version of a twisting, I don't even know how to describe it, a corkscrew suplex for a near fall. A deadlift corkscrew suplex right directly into a house call for a near fall, and thank you for the correction for that, Maestro. But this match will come to an emphatic end after Isaiah Swerve Scott would hit his JML driver, which led to a near fall, only for him to take the action to the outside of the ring by missing a double foot stomp after almost getting hit by Johnny Gargano on the apron. Then Johnny Gargano would see his opportunity and go all heart and no soul, sending Isaiah Swerve Scott directly into the turnbuckle post, hitting a poison rana on the outside of the ring. And once things got back inside the ring, Johnny Gargano would say, "This is my house," and then decide to do his final beat DDT for him to win this match via pinfall. And a very impressive showing by Isaiah Swerve Scott, and I can't wait to see more of him in the future on NXT with all of his cool moves that sort of reminds me of Eddie from Tekken. Trust me, if you saw this match, you would see Eddie from Tekken all over this guy when he's in the ring. Then immediately after that championship-like match, the next thing to take place on NXT would feature a package video that would feature Tegan Nox against Io Shirai next week. That would see Io Shirai actually talking to none other than the new #1 contender underwater. Sort of reminded me of not only Resident Evil with the fact that she had her eyes open underwater with the NXT Championship of the women's variety, but also reminded me a little bit of something from an anime I've seen a while back ago. I'm trying to think, it's something around Neon Genesis Evangelion? I could be wrong with that title the way I said it, but either way, pretty cool, and I can't wait to see how that match turns out next week, despite Tegan Nox getting called out about the fact that she was a charity case, and because of the fact that she became #1 contender with the help of her friends. And yeah, Tegan Nox would throw that right back into the face of Io Shirai, telling her, well, I did need help from Asuka last week to win my match against Sasha Banks. But either way, we're going to find out next week who is the true champion of NXT. And my money's on Tegan Nox. You know, hey, I'm a big fan of hers, especially with that Shining Wizard. And with that said, folks, the next match to take place on NXT's Great American Bash would see Breezango and Drake Maverick going against Legado del Fantasma, which was the group that was founded around Santos Escobar, Raul Mendoza, and Joaquin Wild. And I do believe one of them is DJ Z from Impact. Not bad. But besides wrestlers coming from other companies that I recognize by their face, despite the fact that they shaved their hair prior to their coming to the company, this match would kick off with Breezango doing their usual taunting shenanigans with their entrances, and would do a tribute to the Conquistadors for their entrance, just to get inside the head of Legado del Fantasma. And would it work? Well, almost. But the real factor during this match would be the straight anger and fury from one Drake of the Nathan variety, even though his name is Drake Maverick, we like to still call him Nathan Drake, who was about as angry as a pit bull during this match, waiting to get his hands on none other than Escobar, and would not be able to get his hands on him. Despite the fact that during this match, you would see Wild hitting a nasty stomp during this match for near fall, and you would even see Legado del Fantasma during this match pulling off a pretty cool triple team, I guess, springboard splash during this match for near fall. But ultimately, this match will come to an end that again once Nathan Drake would finally get the tag in from Fandango after his leg would be disabled during this match after a rope flip poncho on Legado del Fantasma outside of the ring, only for Maverick to actually try to pull off a couple of lightning hits to the face of one Escobar. And you would even see him pull off a very cool Rey Mysterio-esque wheelbarrow bulldog during this match, but unfortunately all of that would not be enough to defeat the leader of this dangerous new anti-Lucha Libre-like group, because Drake Maverick would end up getting hit with a Phantom Driver once again for the third week in a row, and for the team of Legado del Fantasma to win this match via pinfall. And hopefully after this match was over, Fandango would be a little bit better in his knee, especially after that rough landing and the damage that Legado del Fantasma would do during this match. But after the match was over, you would hear from Johnny Gargano and from none other than the Poison Pixie herself, Candice LeRae, that they're celebrating the fact that they both won their matches tonight. But Johnny Gargano looking to come after Finn Balor, especially after the fact that he cost them a chance to make history tonight at the Great American Bash, saying that he would be the one holding up dual championships if it hadn't have been for Finn Balor. And now they're on a mission to try to make things right in NXT, to make the NXT way the Johnny Gargano way. Then after Johnny Gargano would announce a new way to NXT once again like he did after he defeated Tommaso Ciampa, the next match to take place during this said pay-per-view in the middle of the week would see Santana Garrett going one-on-one against the debuting Mercedes Martinez, who looked like somebody straight out of a combination of WMAC Masters with a little hint, or should I say a big hint, of Mortal Kombat in there as well. And if I had to say which Mortal Kombat character she reminded me of, with the outfit and the color, I would have to say Katana? Yeah, definitely Katana. And during this match, after the whole big oversized entrance Mercedes would get, she would start this match off by kicking Santana in the gut and beating the living bejesus out of Garrett during the set contest, only for Garrett to come back with a nasty kick to the face and even hit an Okada roll during this match. But unfortunately, that would not be enough to defeat Mercedes, because then she would hit a nasty clothesline and afterwards would hit a nasty Fisherman Buster for her to win this match and win her debut match back in NXT via pinfall. And making quick work out of Santana Garrett at the same time, too. And the next thing after that would see another moment with none other than the Archer of Infamy himself, Damian Priest, and would say that next week he's gonna derail that #1 contendership shot that he's looking for, and that shot toward the moon he's looking for as well, because he's gonna prove next week, after all of those attacks he did from behind, that he's nothing but a little bitch. And would end up laughing only to show him shooting yet another arrow into the sky, marking his next target in the form of Cameron Grimes. And I already got a bad feeling for Cameron Grimes next week, seeing the fact that Damian Priest is at 100% and is gunning for him at full speed. And speaking of people gunning at each other for full speed, folks, we head into the main event of the evening, which would see none other than the North American Limitless Champion Keith Lee going one-on-one against the 403-day strong champion of the Undisputed Era, none other than Adam Cole, baby! In a winner-takes-all champion versus champion match. And during this said contest, you would see action going back and forth, including Adam Cole moving out of the way out of a near catastrophe during this match to see him almost get pounced through a wall, only for Adam Cole to try to come back during this match with a series of lightning hits, only to find out that his blitzkrieg offense has come to a full stop thanks to the nasty, and I mean disgusting power of one Keith Lee during this said contest. Because not only you would see Adam Cole getting hit with a deadlift suplex for near fall, but you would also see him get hit with a nasty power slam during this match for near fall. And if you thought that was enough, then you would see him get hit with a nasty pounce straight from Monty Brown himself right into a one-arm spine buster, all for near fall. But Adam Cole would come back during this match with not only a last shot, but a Panama Sunrise, all for near fall. And ultimately, this match will come to an emphatic end after Adam Cole would hit a nasty super kick to the face of one Keith Lee, hitting yet another last shot, and realizing that wouldn't be enough to end it, would wait on the second rope to hit yet another Panama Sunrise, only to his dismay to get caught out of midair and hit with the second of this match, a disgusting Spirit Bomb, only for Keith Lee to roar in anger, pick up Adam Cole, and hit him with a Big Bang Catastrophe, ending the 403-day-long reign as NXT champion for Keith Lee to become a dual Limitless champion via pinfall. Now, the irony of all of this, folks, is that Adam Cole just turned 31 years old. Happy birthday, former champion. But this would mean that he would be 31 years old. And if you're paying attention at home, if he had 31 days more on his championship reign, he would tie with the WWE championship reign of one CM Punk if it was possible. And that's the irony I took from this, but I guess other people won't. And outside of all of that confetti and celebration of Keith Lee, we would see in a skybox none other than Scarlett and, of course, the man of Doomsday himself, Killer Cross, aka Karrion Kross, up in the skybox laughing at Keith Lee, preparing for Doomsday when it comes Keith Lee's way and he gets dive-bombed on his head, and none other than Killer Kross, or Karrion Kross, we need to learn how to say his name right, will take over the world of NXT. And I, for one, cannot wait for that to happen. And with all of that said, folks, join us next time when we cover yet another pay-per-view, which would be Extreme Rules, which will take place next week. Man, hard to believe how quick these pay-per-views are coming our way, but trust me, as fast as they're coming to us, we're going to review them at that same lightning blitzkrieg-like speed, the only way we know how. And with that said, folks, we might as well go grab a glass of water, and when we return, we'll be back with more of Music Village for your afternoon or evening delight right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.